Hello everybody, welcome to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new album by Beartooth, The Surface. So this is a metalcore band that has been taking the fifth album into a quite different direction, or at least they've slowly been working to that point. But there's definitely a distinguishable factor if you go into some of their earlier records compared to, well, this album. So this album takes a more of a safer turn. It's a bit more radio friendly, it's a little bit more accessible for a lot more, for just a wider audience, because a lot of people who like Beartooth, there probably isn't going to be as many people that like the older sound of this band. There's definitely a lot more of aggression there, but Beartooth take a bit more of a more mainstream, poppier turn around, while also keeping elements of their classic sound in metalcore. And I think that's definitely one of the things I'm happy about with this record, is that, yeah, while you can definitely tell it's more of a poppier tone, you can go on tracks like Look the Other Way or Sunshine, even The Better Me. You can definitely hear that it's a lot more not restricted, but you feel it's a bit more confined, keeping the metal as less and short as possible. But they also do have moments as well where they excel out with breakdowns. We definitely get a lot of breakdowns on this record, but obviously they're not going to be in that much comparison to some of their earlier stuff, where it's full on heavy and the breakdown was just that bridge in the middle. So it gives more of the metal impact to the bridge in this album. One of the things that, since they went for a more popular direction for this record, is that the choruses have a more, you could say, catchier feel to it. There's definitely something about the choruses that pop out and just cling to you. Tracks like What's Killing You, they do the sort of vocal pattern, the little harmonic pattern that just a lot of bands have been experimenting with. I definitely know Starset's done that with the track Alchemy. I know Bullet for My Valentine has done that with Rainbow Veins. It kind of gives it a little bit more of this, it kind of just gives a bit more depth, and it opens up a bit more of this lighter aesthetic, while giving it a bit more of a spacious, just fun, just a little fun refrain. I think that's why What's Killing You, I think it works really well using that. There's also some really good choruses as well, other than What's Killing You, which is my favourite one. Some of the first tracks, literally The Surface and Riptide, I think these are some of the catchiest tracks. They play with the softer elements really well, and not much to say from that, but yeah, I think the first two tracks definitely great. Riptide is, as a lead single, I think it works well. It's kind of like the neutral sound is of what the album's delivering, so when you heard that, you kind of get the idea of what you're expecting. So it only takes about one or two tracks to really understand what this record's going for. We do have one track which is a feature with the musician Hardy, which, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really see. I felt a bit underwhelmed by the artist, in my opinion. I think just some points I just couldn't really tell the dynamic. I know they're distinctive voices, but I don't know, it just kind of meshed together, in my opinion. The Better Me is one of my least favourite tracks from the record, but it's still got some moments I do enjoy. I think one of the lines that always stood out to me is give him a riff. I just can't get that out of my head. It's just give him a riff, and then you just go into the intro of the track. But yeah, the album's focus is more in self-love, and you can definitely hear that. It's definitely got more upbeat, positive, cheery tone. Like, it's crazy upbeat, especially since a lot of Beartooth's earliest material can be kind of bleak and dark, so it's definitely a change in some way. But yeah, it's a pretty good album, in my opinion. I can say I haven't really listened to much Beartooth, to be honest. I only just know like the old one or two albums from their earlier points, but going back into them, I'd say this isn't a bad direction at all. I can see some people not really liking it, but in my opinion, I still think it has a lot of the stuff that Beartooth fans like, so it's just a bit lighter than what you expect. But yeah, I like this album. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's a pretty good record. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.